In the last 4 years, I have played in over 400 live events as a live musician. During this time, I have performed at various venues, interacted with event managers and venue managers who come from different walks of life and backgrounds. I have worked alongside different people who could be fellow musicians or technicians or fans. Now, in my experience of playing all of these events, I have learned that there are 5 essential ethics or work disciplines that I believe are really very, very important and that help any musician become more professional and grow as a professional musician. So let's get started with the first 2 ethics or disciplines. These are creative in nature, but I'm not going to tell you that these are about, practicing as much as you can or rehearsing with a band as much as you can. These go without saying. If you want to be a good musician, you have to do these. But there are 2 other work ethics and disciplines which are creative in nature, which I feel are very, very important. Number 1, play each and every gig or every event that you do like it's your first and last performance. You have to put your heart, mind and soul 100% to it and perform, regardless of the kind of music that you've been asked to play, how long you're supposed to play, or whether you like that kind of music or not. Number 2, whatever music you're playing, whatever song you're performing on stage, perform it to the best of your ability. Remember, you're very, very lucky that you're getting a chance to perform on stage for an audience. Make the most of it and make sure that you give in your 1000% to it. Even if you're playing that song every single night as a part of a tour, it doesn't matter. Every time that you play that song, play it to your best of your abilities and play it in a way in which you make that song sound just great. Remember, every musician has his own style and touch, and it is your touch and your heart that makes a song sound beautiful. Discipline number 3, a very, very important discipline, which is never ever play any live event as a musician for free. It does not matter if it's a small event. It does not matter if it's a very large event. It does not matter if it's your first event. It does not matter if it's your last event. Remember, you're a professional musician and you're performing music on stage for an occasion at a venue for an audience. If you are able to perform music on stage and if you are able to perform it well, believe me, you are creatively special and you're providing a service. So never ever play music as a musician on stage for free. Discipline number 4, which to me is very, very important and which I believe is essential not just for a live musician or performer, but for all of us in general in life, which is time. Now, as a live musician or a performer, many a times you'll experience that either you have reached the venue way ahead and you're just waiting, doing nothing, or you have reached, but the people who are supposed to work with you have not reached. It could be your bandmates or the sound team, or sometimes you will realize that you have made a mistake and you have reached late to the venue or for the event. Now, these are 3 things which can be completely controlled by you. How do you do that? Number 1, make sure that you're being called to the event at the right time. Whoever is organizing the event, the venue, or if it's a private event, your event manager, whoever it is, or the band manager, make sure that you are reaching the venue at the right time, so that you reach there at the correct time and then you have time to do sound check before going live on stage. Second, ensure that the artists that you're performing along with all are reaching on time. It will not make sense if you reach there on time but nobody else is there, and you don't want that to happen. So ensure that all of your bandmates or the musicians you're performing with, everybody reaches there on time. And the third, which is the most essential out of all of these when it comes to time, I believe is that it is completely okay to reach even half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours before the event goes live. But it is just not okay to reach even 5 minutes late. That's what I believe in my work ethic. That's what I follow, and a lot of times it has happened to me. You may feel it's crazy, but I think it's much better to reach a little early than reaching even a minute late. It just gives you that extra time to make sure you tie all the loose ends. You get ample time for troubleshooting in case something is missing or you have to figure out something. Remember, when you're working at an event, even if you are a very reputed artist or a big artist, never leave everything to just one person. Be aware of what your requirements are or what you might need, and if you want, and you may need time to correct those errors or to troubleshoot, so make sure that you reach on time. It's okay if you reach a little ahead of time, but it is just not okay to reach even 1 minute late. So time, guys, very, very important. The fifth discipline, which I think is very, very important, it is about how you address people, who you are working with, be it your own bandmates, be it venue managers, be it event managers, be it sound guys, or be it fans. Now, I'm sure as a musician, you must have also experienced this, that we all start addressing each other as bro. I understand that while you're a live musician, in your experience, you will end up working with a lot of people regularly, and there are a lot of faces you're going to be seeing over and over again. And in that, what happens is you start developing relationships and friendly relationships, which is very good and very healthy. But when you start addressing somebody as bro, I feel what it does is that it just increases the level of comfort that you have with that person. And while that is good in one way, it is bad in another, because it might also make you take things or people for granted. Even if it is your bandmates or people that you think are your best friends, avoid addressing them as bro, because trust me, the people who address you as bro are going to be the same ones who are sometime in your life definitely going to cause you pain or hurt you. I've experienced that. That's why I believe that you should not really address people as bro at all. Yes, have a lot of respect for the people that you work with. Always respect comes above everything, and please address them using names. There's nothing more beautiful about a person, in every person, than their name. Everybody has lovely names, and it is only more professional and more respectable to address people by their name rather than calling them bro. Before I go, here's a quick recap of the 5 disciplines I was talking about. Number 1, play each and every gig like it's your first and last. Number 2, doesn't matter how many times you've performed that music or that particular song, every time you perform it on stage, perform it with your heart, mind and soul, 1000% and nothing less. Discipline number 3, never ever play any gig for free. It doesn't matter how small the event is, how big the event is, whether it's your first gig or your last gig. Never perform for free. Discipline number 4, respect time. Reach on time. It is okay to reach before time, but it is not okay to reach even 1 minute late. So make sure that you respect time, yours and everybody else's as well. And the 5th and last discipline, doesn't matter if it's your bandmate, it could be your brother, it could be a sound guy, it could be an event manager, venue manager, whoever it is, do not address people as bro. Please address them with their names. Let me know what you think about these 5 ethics and disciplines. These, I believe, are really, really important, and which I apply in my professional career as a live musician. So let me know what you think. Thank you so much.